PELWELL family, to your power workout. We also have a skill that we're going to learn today, little by little, and then by the end, we'll have the whole skill. So the skill is called Turkish Get-Ups, and we're actually going to use that for our warm-up. So meet me on your back on the mat. So we're going to start without a dumbbell just so we can get familiar with the exercise. So imagine your right hand is holding a dumbbell. So go ahead and bring the right arm right above the shoulder and make a fist. Your left arm is going to be off to the side, pressing into the mat. Bend your right leg. From here, you're going to drop the right knee over the left. You're going to press through the left forearm to come up. Now, as you do this, make sure that the right arm stays above the shoulder. So don't let it be wobbly around because eventually we're going to have a weight in this arm. From there, you press to the left palm to come up to the top of the sit-up. And then to come out of it, you reverse it. So you drop the forearm, drop the elbow, come out of that and realign the knee and the hand back in line with the right side of the body. So drop the right knee, press to the left forearm, keep your arm stable because remember there's going to be a weight in it. Press to the left hand to rise up. And then you come back out of it the exact same way. So take a nice deep inhale at the bottom. Exhale, drop the right knee, press up, and then press to that left palm. Eventually we're going to come all the way up to standing. So we really have to focus on that shoulder stability to the right side. But I also want you to focus on that knee drop over to the opposite side of the body, pressing through the hand that's on the floor to get yourself totally upright. So let's do 2 more on this side and then we'll switch towards the other side. Make sure you drop the knee first before you do anything every single time. That's an easy step to skip, but it is very important because it's going to help align our obliques and our core to make sure we're doing this really safe once we have a load in that hand. So once we're done here, go ahead and release. Take the right hand off to the right side, bend your left knee, straighten the right. Left arm over the shoulder and make that fist. Drop the left knee, press to the right forearm, press to the right hand, come to that sit-up. So when you come to the top of that sit-up, your fist should be directly over the shoulder like you just did an overhead press. So it helps if you, even when you're dropping the knee and you're coming up, keep your gaze up to the top hand. So imagine you're staring at that dumbbell, and that's going to help you to keep your shoulder stability as we start to add some weight into this. But focus on what's working here too. This is a lot of core strength. Make sure you're using your abdominals to come in and out of your sit-up. Really keep your gaze up towards that top hand to stay nice and safe. Let's do 2 more, and then we're gonna get going with the workout. Here we go, last one. Make sure you drop that knee. Watch that shoulder alignment. And then bring it back down and release. We're gonna add on to our Turkish Get-Up skill. So this is gonna give you a little bit longer to take a breather too, because we're gonna slow it way down before we go into our next verse. All right, meet me on your back. You have that imaginary dumbbell in the right arm, right knee is bent, left leg is long, left arm off to the side. So remember your first part of this. Drop the knee, come up onto the forearm, press yourself up. Now from here, you power through this right foot. Keep your gaze on the dumbbell. You're gonna step the left foot back and through and come up to your half kneeling windmill position, yeah? So to come out of it, drop the hand, kick the foot back out, drop your tush, lower onto the forearm, and then come all the way back to start. So let's do that a couple more times. Drop the knee, press up the left forearm, come up onto your left hand, bridge your hips up, step the left foot through, come up to your half kneeling. And again, your knee should be in a perfect 90-90 here because eventually we're gonna stand up. Bring it back down, hand down first, kick the foot out, unbridge the hips, forearm, all the way back down. Let's do 2 more on the side. Drop the knee, come up onto the hand, bridge the hips, step it through, half kneeling. Let's come out of this. Hand down, left foot steps back out, hips drop, forearm drops, upper body drops. Right into the other side. Extend the right. Let's set up on the left. Make sure this right hand's off to the side. Drop the left knee, forearm, hand, bridge the hips, right foot back through. Now watch that hand because right here is where it might land forward. Your shoulder's not gonna like that. You have to land here. Hand down, release the leg, unbridge, forearm, upper back to start. Drop the knee, press to the forearm, press to the hand, bridge the hips. Watch your hand. Step the leg through, come all the way up. That watching the hand is important. Release, kick it through, lower down, forearm, back down. One more time on this side. Drop the knee. Watch your hand, forearm, come up onto the palm, bridge the hips, step the foot through, all the way up. Let's come out of this. Hand down, kick the leg through, drop your tush, drop your forearm, drop your upper body. That is the second half of your Turkish Get-Up. We're gonna start from the bottom of the Turkish Get-Up and add on. This is when we start to come up and off the floor. So start on the right again. Bend that right knee, left arm out to the side. All right, we know this first half. Drop the knee, you come up, you sit up, you bridge, you kick it through, you land in this half kneeling. What do we do from here? Make sure that arm is super strong. All you do, step it up. At the top, you're in an overhead press. Bicep right next to ear, knuckles to the ceiling, no hinge wrists, no arm out here. How do we come out of it? Reverse your lunge. Here's the little trick. You've got to swivel the foot back behind the leg. Drop the hand, kick the foot out, drop your tush, drop the forearm, drop your upper body. Let's do that again. Drop the knee, come up onto the hand, bridge your hips, step the leg through, half kneeling, all the way up. Keep your arm locked out, keep your arm locked out. But that doesn't mean shrug. Relax, there's space between your shoulder and the neck. Step back. Now watch this. Pivot the leg behind. Drop the hand. Release the foot. Drop the hips. Drop the forearm. Drop the back. Let's do it one more time. We'll switch sides. Knee. Hand. Kick it back. Half kneeling. Stand up. Lunge it back. Pivot the knee. Hand down. Kick the leg. Drop the forearm. Drop the upper body. Release. Let's switch sides. Bend your left knee. Straighten the right. Left arm up. Make that fist. Drop the knee. Up onto the forearm. Up onto the hand. Bridge the hips. Step it through. Half kneeling. Rise up. This is really important, the shoulder engagement right here. Lunge back. Pivot the leg. Drop the hand. Release the leg. Elbow. Release your back. 2 more times. How are we doing? Stay with it. Bridge those hips. Kick it through. Up. Stand. This is a lot, I know. That's why we're learning it little by little. Pivot that leg. Don't forget that step. That's super important. Drop the forearm. Drop the back. Let's do it one time more. Come on, drop that knee. Forearm. Hand. Bridge. Sweep through. Half kneeling. Stand. Reverse lunge. Pivot. Hand. Kick. Forearm. Back. And that's it. That is a Turkish Get-Up. There's a lot to it, I know. After this next circuit, we're gonna have a dumbbell in our hand. But if you are not comfortable doing this under load yet, do not feel obligated. Do it body weight, it's still a great workout. Okay, we know Turkish Get-Ups by now. We broke them down, we practiced this skill. Now it gets hard because we add a load. I'm gonna use a 10-pound dumbbell, but that's a lot for a Turkish Get-Up. So feel free to go lighter until you feel really secure with your shoulder stability. I know your core can handle it. I know your shoulders can handle it, but it's just that little technique that if you feel like, you know what, my shoulder's not gonna like it. No weight or lightweight, all you, boo. All right, less than 30 seconds, we start. Okay, we're gonna do 10 on the right, breather, 10 on the left, and we're out. This is not for speed, this is technical, so slow it down, and let's focus on really digging deep into the core. All right, so we're gonna start on the right. We've got 10 full Turkish Get-Ups. Weight up, knuckles to the ceiling, no hinge in the wrist. Gaze stays on that weight. Here we go. Up, hand, bridge, kick through. This transition right here, that's when your shoulder has to be really strong. Step up, reverse lunge, pivot the foot, back down, kick through, forearm, back. That's one, come on. Knee, forearm, hand, bridge, leg, half kneeling, stand, reverse lunge, pivot, hand, kick through, forearm, and down. That's 2, come on. I'm not gonna guide you through anymore. I know you got this. Let's go. Whew. If at any point the shoulder gets too tired, feel free to bring it into a rack position at the top. Give yourself a little breather. There's 4. I'm gonna rack mine because my shoulder's feeling a little wobbly and I don't wanna get bad form. When I come back down though, I'm gonna repress it. Halfway, let's go. Watch that shoulder. Gaze is up. Rack it, stand, only if you want. If you feel good, keep going. As you pivot that foot, press up, release. Forearm and down. Here we go, 4 more, come on. Whew. I know this is a lot. I'm with you, come on. Keep your gaze up at that dumbbell. That's the most important thing when you have a weight in that hand. Last 3. Keep your gaze up. Your shoulder rotates, but the alignment might get wonky if you're not watching it and correcting. When you see it getting wonky, your body knows to correct. You might not be able to feel that though. So keep your gaze up so you can visually see where you need adjustment. Sometimes your palm has to rotate. Ooh, come on. It's a lot of abs, guys, I know. Last one. Well, for this side anyway. And release. Woo. Also, a little cardiovascular, my heart's pumping. All right, if you're still working, you finish your 10. Don't cut it short if you're a little behind. That's okay, 10 reps. I gave us plenty of time for the finisher. But if you're done, you're resting. And now we're gonna transition into the left in about 20 seconds. So if you're with me, we rested for about 30 seconds. So if you're after me, just give yourself a little time to shake it out and to recover before you switch, about 30 seconds. All right, if you're staying on tempo with me though, let's get set up. Left knee bent, right leg out straight. Right arm out at about a 45. Left arm up, here we go. Knee, forearm, hand, bridge, sweep through. Keep your gaze up, keep your gaze up. One side might feel real wonky. That's normal, you're human. We all have a stronger side. So for me, my left side feels real wonky when I stand up. So I'm gonna rack my weight every time for this one because I don't feel like hurting my shoulder or my lower back. I don't have the ego for that. I don't mind racking. Doesn't bother me to modify. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. There's 2. You got this. Focus on your form. Gaze up, come on. Whew. Lunge, pivot, hand and press. Sweep through, forearm, back down. Here we go, here's number 4. You got this. All right, this one puts me halfway. Watch your wrist hinge. If the wrist starts hinging back and you cannot correct it, ditch the weight. It's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. Just to have a weight, to sacrifice that for form, it's not worth it in the long run. Ditch it until you feel super stable and secure under the load. Whew. All right, here's number 7 for me. Come on, you got this. Just so you know, the blue lights are super fun, but it doesn't make the workout easier. I'm still dying over here, even in the party lights. 2 more. Actually, I think it's 3. I think this one finishes 8. I still have 9 and 10. I'm so good at math, guys. I should be an algebra teacher. Okay, I'm actually gonna drop my load for the last two. I'm getting really fatigued. And my shoulder is starting to not stabilize as well. I say that because if you're feeling the same way, I don't want you to feel like you're doing less of a workout without the weight. That is not true. You have been crushing it. Last one for me. There is no problem with doing body weight exercises. Your body is super challenging workout. Come on. Whew. I still feel my abs just as much. And 10. 20 Turkish get-ups. What is that life about? Who designs this nonsense? I hope when you wake up tomorrow, your core is super, super sore.